Hello Stampers, thank you for joining Stampin' with Margaret. Alright, this week this is the card we're going to be making. It's kind of a fun fold, pretty easy to do. It's all in the measurements and I gave those all to you in the email, but we'll walk through them real quick. So if you don't have the email, go ahead and get a paper and pencil ready and I will tell you all the measurements. Alright, look how cute this is. It just folds down and and if you want, it does stand up. If you can see, stands up just like that. So the little flaps will fold out and they'll hold it up so that it'll stand up. Alright, let's get started. So this is the set we're using today, and this is in the new catalog, the new mini catalog, and it's Wishes and Wonder. Look at that, isn't that just beautiful? Just love this set. This is one of my favorites. I just love that slate. Okay, so this is a set, and yes, it comes with dies. So it has a nice set of dies, and you can tell I've been doing some masking. So there's my little deer. I stamped over him with some trees there. But yes, it comes with dies also. All right, let's get started. Paper that we used is the Plaid Tidings 6x6, and you get 4 sheets of all of these different patterns. We'll go through them real quick. All right, so this is this one, and look at that side. Oh God, it's beautiful. Look at this. Ah, loving it. Okay. Oh, and here's the back side of this one. That's very folly looking. Look at this one. Oh, I love the pinks in there. Oh, look at that one. That one's really bright. Oh, this one really looks Halloweeny. All right, and there's the back side of it. Oh, look at this one. I love that one. Okay, look, back side. Here we go. Oh, that one's pretty too. All right, and there's the last one. Now we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you get 4 of each. So that's really a good set to be able to get a card started, right? Maybe you can get of course you can get more than one out, but 4 pieces of each. I think that's pretty darn good. Okay, so, oh, I missed one. So it's 10, 11. So here's a couple more. I missed these. Look at this. Okay, ooh, black and white. Ooh, look at this one. All right, I missed a couple there. All right. So that again is our Plaid Tidings 6x6. Okay, now get your paper and pencil ready if you don't have the email for all the measurements. Okay, here we go. Set him off to the side. Okay, we're going to start with 4 1/4 by 9, and you're going to score it right at 5 1/2. You're going to need some Designer Series paper. Now this one I didn't have on this card, but I'm going to show you how pretty it does look. I made this one pretty darn simple, but let's doll this one up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have this one measures at 3 1/4 by 4, coming down a quarter here, right? Okay, and then the part that goes on the bottom measures 2 1/8 by 8 1/2. Okay, and then you're going to score it. If you can see, you'll score it right here. Come in 2 1/8, flip it around, come in again at 2 1/8, and that's where you're scoring it. Okay, that one's there. Okay, now here's where all the building comes. You're going to start with a 3 by 3. You guessed it. We're going to go down to a 2 3/4. And then a 2 1/2. Okay, now you're going to have these 2 on the side here, and you'll start with a 1 7/8. Cut 2 of those. You need one for both sides, right? Then we're going to do a 1 5/8 and a 1 5/8. 1 5/8 by 1 5/8. Okay, so let's set this off to the side. And we're going to grab these pieces because we're going to build them up. Okay, set this one over here. Okay, now this one, your middle one, don't adhere it until you're ready to, once you've stamped it. I stamped mine with the deer that comes with that set, with the wishes and wonder. Isn't that deer beautiful? See, it's gorgeous. All right, so let's go ahead and start building it up. And we're not going to do this one because I'm going to stamp something on there, or you're going to stamp something. I've already done mine, but I'm going to leave it up to you. Now, you don't have to do all these layers if you don't want. Go ahead and design your own card. That's what I'm here for, is just to show you a fold, and then from there you can go ahead and have fun and build it however you would like, right? All right, I like glue, but you could use tape. This would be a good project to be able to use the tape on, because all you have to do is set her down, and remember, start in a corner, and if all the sides are even, quarter in, or an eighth in, go ahead and it should line up, right? Look at that, it did. All right, we're gonna set that up there. We're not gonna do anything with that one. Go ahead and build these two up, our two that go on our panel that fold out. And even that black and white's beautiful, isn't it? It's one of my favorites, of course, if you see me dressed. Yeah, I'm always in black or white, right? Black and white is my favorite. Okay, set this down again, line those one corner up, and you can get her from there. All right, there's one. Let's do the other one. Okay. One more. All right, and we'll set these aside. That wiggled around, didn't it? Okay, we'll set these off to the side because we're not going to use them right now. All right, this is going to be the back of our card. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and fold it on the score line. Make sure you press it down really good so you get a really good bend on that fold. Okay, and I like using my bone folder because that really can press it down really well. If you don't have a bone folder, just go ahead and use the edge of your fingernail, right? Okay, so now we bent that, we're going to open it up, and now we're going to take our piece that goes down at the bottom, our little panel piece. All right, so I'm going to see where I scored it. I scored it here, so I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to flip it over, going to bend it on our score lines. All right, look at that. All right, now, great. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put some glue just on this side, right on the back side of this fold out panel. Okay, now we'll go ahead and some glue off to the side. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and line it up so that the bottoms match. All right, see, I want to just make sure that this lines up really well. Okay, just like that. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and now we can put these little panels on. Just like this. Okay, set this down, glue her down. Okay, line it up so that you have all 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Gonna do it again. All right. Okay, yeah, I got the middle. Okay, set her down, line it up, just like that. Okay, now, as you can see from my completed one, I wanted mine to go sideways, so it looks like a diamond. Kind of like that idea. You could go this way, doesn't matter, it'll still open up. So look, I wanted to add a little extra on this one. You can do that if not, or not. You can make it as simple as you want, or you can embellish it as much as you want. Let your style show through. All right, I wanted to add a little bit to this one, so I'm going to add this piece. And again, this piece was, what did I measure this one at? This is 3 1/4 by 4. Go ahead and set that down. I'm gonna need to move it over just a little bit. There we go. Okay, set that down. Now we'll go ahead and take our panel here, and of course we've got a lot of plaid going on here, so but once you get this piece down, it's not going to be as noticeable. You don't have to use plaid. I'm going to show you my original pattern. Don't look at all the numbers, but I wrote all my dimensions right on the front of the card because I used this one in a class one time. But look how cute this one turned out. I love this chicken. Okay, so look at, see, I wrote down all mine because this is my pattern. So I always have it to go back and to take a look at and fall in love with it again because I just love that chicken. I use the wood grain on the back of it. Of course, that goes well with the chicken, right? But there's just another idea of what you can do with this card. Okay, so the last thing we would need to do is go ahead and set this piece down. You can put dimensions on the back of it or just glue it straight down. I glued it straight down on this one. See, it's straight down, but on the chicken I did glue down too, but you could go ahead and put dimensions down if you wanted to, and that would really add to it. All right, so the last thing we would do is put a piece in the middle, and this piece measures 3 3/4 by 5, and then look, don't put it down until after you get it all stamped up. You'll want to put a little sentiment in there like I did, and then that way you can go ahead and you can get a lot of writing in there for your Christmas cards, couldn't you? All right, that's all there is to this card this week. Trying to make them easy, try to keep them coming weekly. I appreciate everybody watching my videos, Stampin' with Margaret. Check out my Facebook page, Stampin' Room Only. And then if you have any questions or you want to contact me in any way, you want to place an order, whatever I can do to help you out, my email is margymo, and yes, it is an MMARGYMO at AOL. And my Stampin' Up! Website is just plain old margymo.stampinup.net. Now, if you can place an order this month for $50 or more, I will send you a nice little goodie. I am sending like a thing of ribbon, some dimensions, some bling. But if you place an order this month and it's over $50, go ahead and don't forget to use our September hostess code. All right, you guys have a great week. Well, actually, we're already to the weekend, aren't we? So have a great weekend, and I will catch up with you next week. Remember, send me a picture of what you came up with. I love seeing everybody else's diagram or finished products, okay? All right, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.